Hello everybody and welcome to GT7, the Ferrari Cup Challenge, and I'm joined by V2, we'll get to him in a second. Obviously tonight's race in the Ferrari Cup is Autodromo Lago Maggiore. I hope my Italian was okay there. If not, then that's about as much as you're going to get, so apologies now. I hope you're all well. Hello Yuki, how are you? I'll bring in V2 and then we'll get going. Hello V2, just to let you know we're live. How are you?
Good, and you?
Yeah, good. I suppose you're in full concentration mode, aren't you, really? Because that's your sort of jam on a GT night, isn't it?
Yeah. Full VR mode.
Oh, yeah, VR as well.
Again.
Wow. I mean, I don't think I can do VR whilst talking to somebody that's not actually there. I think that might actually make me feel sick.
You get used to it.
Are we all looking forward to watching Yuki race next week? I mean, I am.
Yeah, of course I am.
Why not?
It seems like a good lag.
Yeah.
We'll see how it does with racing. Does he have any history with racing?
Not to be rude here, but I'm going to say NASCAR.
Okay.
That's about as much as I know. Any more than that, I have no idea.
Alright. Fair enough. Still racing.
It is, albeit in one direction, but yeah. Well, that's a wall. I'm looking forward to seeing him race.
He's gonna be fine. Ooh. That's a penalty, alright.
How are you feeling with this week's track?
It's gonna be trouble.
What, worse than last week?
Well, yeah, I prefer Alsace to this one, I think, to be honest. But it's because of this car in particular. The Ferrari is not the most stable of cars.
It's been what we could all describe as a bit of a handful, isn't it, this car?
Yep, it is. It slides all over. You have to take different lines when driving this car. You have to be careful.
And I have noticed not a lot of people using it on dailies, so that just obviously shows that it's a bit of a wild card as well.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Some people do like a very unstable car. You know, that you can just chuck into the corner.
Well, I mean, I like a pointy car, but this one is too much.
Yeah, the Renault, that was pretty decent.
Yeah, the Group 3, right?
Yeah. I think that was the sweet spot.
Yeah. I think the Peugeot was really good before they nerfed it. I enjoyed driving that. It was pointy enough, but it was also very fast through corners. Stable enough.
Yeah. And obviously you're the only one of us that's using like VR. I mean, I don't know how you dare do that. Like, obviously there is an advantage in it, because clearly you're finding it more natural to drive.
Yeah, to an extent. I think that, for example, the viewing angle could be a little bit bigger. Because I don't think like you would get, unless you look for some stuff, you don't see it. For example, I just did a left corner, and I lose visibility on what's happening on more or less on the middle of the dashboard of the car.
Yep.
So yeah, that means that the radar, which is positioned slightly to my right, I can't see it. So when I'm looking some direction, so yeah.
Have you got no way of sort of bringing that in? Is it not customizable?
No, it's not customizable, unfortunately.
Ah, that's a shame.
That's a fatal mistake, yeah. I think when they did VR for this game, despite allowing for the whole thing to be played in VR, I think they also meant it as an experience. because there are some very weird decisions regarding VR, and one of them is, for example, you can't like position your, let's say, head higher or lower or left or right or whatever you feel comfortable with, right? So you have to position yourself where you want to, and then you reset the camera so it fixes that camera angle or whatever you decided your position would be, and then you'd go to your regular driving position. It's weird. And then the absence of the race leaderboards as well. That's very weird to me, because since they allowed for competition with VR, and then you don't have like all the race info that you need. I don't know when you guys go to the pits. I don't know the interval between me and everyone else. I don't know anything. I just know my position, my current time, not even like all the timetable history or whatever, and then the information that's on the MFD, basically.
But from an experience point of view, would that not be like correct? If that makes sense? Does that make sense? You know, because in real life you wouldn't get a stand-in. You wouldn't get, you know, you'd have an engineer to rely on for all these things. So in theory, they've made the experience a little bit too realistic.
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's the gist of it. But then why allow going into sport mode if you lose some stuff, you know? I mean, it's fun to drive in VR, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it a lot, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. But at the same time, it's like, if you really want to go, let's say, I don't know, you want to qualify for Gran Turismo World Series, you wouldn't be using VR because, one, you lose information while you're racing, and two, you won't be racing in VR in the competition as well. You will be using screens. So it's weird. It's some weird decisions, but yeah. And VR has been launched in February, I think, March, around that time. And we are in September, and we didn't see a patch for it, so I don't know.
Is it just a bit of neglected technology for GT?
Yeah. Weird decision by Polyphony Digital, but yeah, it is what it is. I can't really complain.
Great as a way to like get the real experience.
Yeah, definitely. I've said this before. VR is like, it fits like a glove to sim racing, especially if you can afford like a cockpit and a whole rig, steering wheel and all that. If you have like a decent build at your home, VR is like, it's the ultimate experience. I think that everyone that likes sim racing should at least at one point try out VR, or at least try to own one. I know that there are a lot of caveats with it. You have to have like either PS5 and buy the VR separately, or you have to have a nice desktop computer, a very nice one, to be able to play VR, but it's worth it.
So Yuki reckons he's just going to use a keyboard. I hope you're not going to use a keyboard to race with. I hope you are actually going to have a controller, because using a keyboard whilst racing is like the worst. I think I remember doing a competition once at a gaming convention, and it was keyboard, and it was in one of the it was like a sit-in rig thing with a pull-up keyboard, and it was like a set of Corsa and an Aston Martin around Spa. Is it Spa?
Yeah.
Or is either Spa or Nürburgring. And I got the fastest time, but that's just because I was naturally. He's gonna use.
You knew what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the track, I knew the braking zones, so it sort of made it a bit more second nature and allowed me to be able to do that. However, just keyboard is the worst. I kid you not. I would 100% recommend going out and getting a PS4 controller or a PS5 controller, or even just a cheap Logitech controller. And that UK, God's honest, if you want to go spend an extra 15, 20, 30 quid, I would 100% recommend it, because you are going to need it next week. You can't play with keyboard. That's probably why you struggle so much with street circuits or racing circuits. That are not, you're alright going doing it oval on the keyboard and mouse, I suspect, because I can't see that being that difficult. But God's honest, I would recommend getting one. Obviously, you don't have to be diehard like us and go get wheels. Some more expensive than others, V2 again. That's something that you've spent a lot of time, money, and effort. Is your wheel, isn't it?
Yeah, I did. And it was something that I did over time, because, it's a lot of money if you think about it. And I try to not think about how much money I've spent in this. But yeah, it's definitely, if you like sim racing, that's something that you would want to get eventually.
But the experience that you get is just second to none, isn't it? The more expensive you go, the better the feel is.
Yeah, definitely. Just a second.
Yeah, we'll leave him to do his hot lap, so he might go quiet to everybody. I won't, because I'm useless at the game anyway, so... I'm just about to start my lap. Okay. That's a good start to lap 1. I'm going to have to wait for everybody to go past now. I'm not saying it's not possible, Yuki. That's one thing I'm definitely not saying. Like, you can use a keyboard. I wouldn't. I'm just saying I wouldn't recommend it, and I think everybody in this league minimum would say a controller and wouldn't recommend keyboard either. And that is definitely coming from experience. Right, let's see if I can get a lap in.
I think this was a terrible lap.
Yeah, I'm really struggling with the sort of the rear end in braking.
Yeah, that's why I say this car is not very stable, and that's exactly the problem with it.
It's
always on edge.
Yeah, coming around some of the longer braking zones, that it doesn't like turning on the braking at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
I have not even set a lap yet, due to the fact that I was facing the other way at turn 1. Next season we're driving Toyotas, are we? Yeah, if we are, you know more than me.
I think it was a suggestion.
I think I know what car we're driving next season.
Secrets.
No. I guess if you're in the admin room, then no secrets. But if you're not, then yeah, obviously secret. I'm facing the wrong way again.
Not sure if I am.
Mr. Hip's been vigorously testing.
Our main man, Hip.
This is I'm not a fan of the. I think I remember this track the right way around.
Yeah. That's the thing with the first tracks.
For next season, is it alright test for F1? What, is it alright for you to test at F1? I mean, we will have pre-season races and weekend lobbies. Well, weekday lobbies, test lobbies. So you're more than welcome to join. There is no real, like, per se testing that we can do for F1, is there really? It's just a... we sort of know how the game reacts and behaves and what it does. It's just more testing the new games. So when the new games come out, we do a lot of testing to see whether the game is ready for streaming and league racing. We should test to see the cockpit mode. I mean, I don't think that's like thing to test. I think that's just a thing to tell everybody. But I'd be definitely down for that. I'd like to do some actual F1 racing next season. It's been nice to get back into the couple of races that I've done, but I feel that my brief caveat's going to definitely come to an end as of Thursday, because I think normal duties are returning. So... Right. Give myself another one. Right, that gets me away from last place now, which I'm overall a bit happier about. I think what's been the biggest challenge for me this season has been, obviously the car has been a massive challenge, but I feel like the tracks have been some of the most challenging tracks that I think we've pushed ourselves to do.
Yeah, especially because, you know, it's reverse.
Yeah.
And you think you know the track, but you don't. And it's an interesting challenge, but still, Jesus Christ, it's scary.
Like you said,
Very scary.
Some of these tracks you know very well going the right way around, and then obviously you got to chuck that into going backwards in a car that's the most unstable car, an unpredictable car known to man. I just think it's been, yeah, the biggest like learning curve ever. And I don't think I was okay probably race 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then I do think I've really sort of struggled, which has been disappointing, because I believe as a racer I've got more pace than this.
Yeah, I think it's more down to the car. I don't think this is a car that suits everyone. And also, I think that the first part of the season where we had the custom settings for some of the few things of the car were, you know, I had some situations with it where the car didn't feel like how I set it up, and yeah, that was kind of weird. I much more prefer like this, because then I get used to the car beforehand instead of, you know, suddenly having to drive a completely different car.
Yeah, you know where you're at.
Yeah, exactly. Is his tires? Oh no, they're still qualifying, still going.
Our strat is medium, hard, hard. Well, you see, the thing is, we're in the chat with the strategy master, the game strategy master. Not to give too much away, but what are your feelings? What are you starting on? If you don't want to say, it's fine.
I'm starting on mediums. I don't feel like the soft tire. So my rule for this season is if the lap is around 1:45 in 2 minutes, the soft tire is not worth it most of the time, because you're just gonna do 3 laps or something, 4 at most, and then you have to deal with a medium and a mandatory hard stint because you already used soft, and medium won't cover the whole race. So yeah, either medium or medium hard, depending on how the race goes, depending if I can keep the lead, if I get a nice gap or not. It depends, but still the hard tire seems so slow on this track because you have a lot of fast corners, and those fast corners depend on the grip of the tire, which the hard doesn't have as much. So it's gonna be a hard call.
That is
Very tough hard call.
that is the one, isn't it? It is the fact that this track demands so much grip, with it being with the way that it is. Which is something that we again, with the tracks have been so demanding.
Yeah.
With the car.
Yeah, and then you have to deal also with the car that doesn't like little taps of the brake because it starts sliding in long braking zones, and you have a lot of stuff happening at the same time. So yeah, this is, I think, what is the next track? The last one?
Oh, your guess is about as good as mine. Also, I know F1's last race is at Brazil.
Yeah.
One sec, let me check. Calendars.
Oh, race is gonna start.
So it's Blue Moon A, and it's reverse.
Okay. Blue Moon A reverse. I don't think I even know the regular version of that track.
No, and that's something that I don't even think I do either.
So, but I think it will still be better than this one. So what I was gonna say is that I think this is probably the toughest track for some Alsace. For some, this one.
I don't know. I think last week's track was pretty challenging. Oh, I had to avoid Will then. Was it Will or was it Craig? Somebody didn't get going at the start.
Don't know who that was.
It was Will that didn't start at the start, so I had to completely full on avoidance. And our very own Reg is
lagging.
Yeah. Well, he's not. I know he sort of, as the race settles in, it gets better when everybody spreads out. But just at the beginning there, yeah, he was. Anyway, heads down. Hopefully, I don't get any spins. Last week, I had a torrid time. Plus the fact I wasn't feeling very well, which probably didn't help.
Yeah. I don't know why you do it while you're sick or something. I wouldn't do it.
I mean, I think it's just me being such a I have to be here for the community sort of thing. And yeah, part of the team, have to do the things you have to do.
And we appreciate that.
I'm Craig's getting his elbows out. Craig is getting his elbows out. Craig's been rather impressive lately.
He's improving, yeah.
Yeah, his racecraft and raceability has got a lot better. And his general track and game knowledge has been impressive as well.
Yeah, I think it's since he got the wheel.
I'd suspect that'd be one of the main reasons the main players in that year.
Yeah.
If used correctly, the wheel, it does give you a lot of confidence to attack and to push yourself and the car. Oh, no, 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 no. Because you get a lot more feeling.
Yeah.
Struggling to hold on to hip here. Oh, can I hold on to that slide? Nope, that's a wall. Oh, come on, when these cars go, they just go, don't they?
Yeah. Have to be gentle with them.
Yeah, I clipped a wall. Hello, Mikey. All the way from Portugal. That makes two of you now in Portugal.
Right, he's on vacation.
Again, he loves it, doesn't he? Hello, I'm everybody's watching today. I don't know why you'd want to watch me. I'm such a letdown when it comes to these racing sometimes. How the hell did I crash? I don't know. This car's so sensitive. You're watching from the Caribbean? What? That's sick. Well, hello from the Caribbean. Whereabouts in the Caribbean? St. Vincent. Is that? I just caught that at the corner of my eye. Whew. Oh, nice. That's cool. Well, if you're liking what you're seeing, don't forget to give us a follow if you haven't already. And obviously, we do have, if you have the ability to race with us. I mean, that'd make it take some mega internet to pull that one off from the Caribbean.
Well, I thought I got a penalty there. I didn't. Interesting.
The thing is that this car is just such a quick car. A nimble car, but it's just so unstable. Like you can chuck it into a corner and think it's definitely going to get out the other end, but at the other end it'll probably spin.
Yep.
Or you even think about putting the brakes on. It's like, no, I'm going to spin.
Even accelerating him out of a corner.
Home of Kevin
Scary.
Little. Really? Cool. Generally, I am pretty amazed. Well, that's pretty cool. So have you got much planned for the off time that we will be having after this season? Obviously we're coming to the end. We've got one race left of the season. And then we're downtime for a week. Not
really, no.
No?
I'll probably just do more racing on my off time. I don't have anything planned. I don't know if you guys will do the usual community race or not. But I'd be down for it if I'm available.
So listen to this, V2. This is absolutely right. How fast is your internet in Portugal?
It goes up to 1 gigabit internet, I think.
Wow.
You guys don't have that there?
Yeah, I mean, we have gigabit, yeah, but I definitely don't because where I live, I can like drive.
Oh, he doesn't have coverage.
I can drive a mile out of my village, and I can even half a mile and get gigabit. But my current area, no. So listen to this, right? St. Vincent in the Caribbean, half gigabit internet.
Oh,
I know,
damn.
right? That is impressive. Even like my mind is blown on that.
That's impressive. Yeah, he could play with us.
Yeah. They probably have better connection than me, and I'll be like probably hosting it.
He has better connection than me. I have only 200.
That's
So-
my mind blown. Has AJ got $15 Wi-Fi? No, AJ doesn't. I've got $15 steering wheel. No,
Which one is worse?
I know, right? I have a GT7 account in all regions, so I race everywhere. Wow, man, you need to join us. Mikey's got 500 megabits in Portugal, and he's on holiday. It's not even his internet. Right, no, right. So in this country, we have normal broadband, which is what came out before, like gigabit, before fiber, full fiber came out. And because of my rural area, which is like practically middle of a field, I only get 63. Well, I get about 90 meg dependent. I'm going to do one more lap, Yuki, and then because I'm one of the closest to the cabinet, I get the full amount of the speed. But until the people, yes, I'm in the UK, yeah. So until more people in my local area, i.e. next door, because they're my only neighbours in the whole street, pretty much, ask for full fibre, we won't be getting it, basically.
Yeah, if it's just you, yeah, it has to be a lot of people.
And my next door neighbour is like, how do I put this politely? Old. And he's
Yeah,
still on,
he doesn't care about fiber.
no, he's still on the original 38 megabit.
Oh my
broadband.
days!
Yeah, right. So that's how much he uses it. And then my other next door neighbour, he's probably on the same as us. Because
Yeah.
you know, he was working at home during COVID and everything, so. But yeah, so that's the story of my internet situation. However, like I said, I drive a mile out of my village in any direction and I can get gigabit. So yeah, life is great being so rural. But I have a great view, so.
Yeah. More than compensates.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably not going to be like as good as the Caribbean or Portugal, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or India, because we have extinct. I always think of India as like being like the hot and sweatiest place in the world.
I have never been, so I wouldn't know. But you can ask Extinct.
I can just imagine, like, I'd love to know what his room looks like, because I see a lot of people's like setups and rigs, and when a couple of people from India put in their things, it just always looks like a really hot room. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It makes sense. Just by looking at it, you
Oh, come
start
on.
getting hot.
I can't be dealing with this car.
Yeah.
many
I don't even know
times-
who's in second place.
It is Ninja. How many times I've lost it at turn 1? I'm
My
not
tires
being
are almost
aggressive.
gone.
But I have had no practice with this track. I've been playing Starfield, actually. That's what I've been playing.
And how are you enjoying the game?
From what I've played, it's very enjoyable.
That's good.
I've
I've
played
heard good feedback.
a couple of hours of it. I mean, my PC is especially. I don't have a bad PC, but I don't have like an all-out baller PC. But I have something that, in theory, should run everything at 4K high. But this game is like, it's struggling. You're actually born in Clapton. Okay, cool. I'm gonna spin again. I've just lost all feeling in all 4 tyres. Let me just read the rest of that.
Oh, Reg is behind me.
A back and forth as often as a reggae band. That's good sense of humour, that.
Reg almost spun, trying to overtake me.
Practice is more important than new games. I mean, it is, and I apologise, but I have had a busy schedule. There's Craig's not liking life either. My daughter's just started high school, or secondary school, so... she's growing up in the world. And we're back to school this week, so I've had to do school runs and everything again, so... Yeah.
Reg must be on hards.
We're gonna go hards. Did we say yeah? We're on hards. Oh, we do play ACC, yeah. Oh man, and that is one game, okay? Is like the game that I will play. V2 will tell you like I love ACC. Love myself some ACC.
Yeah, AJ is a big fan of ACC indeed.
Not that I want to gloat or anything, but since like before V2 came along and Lance started being good at the game and everything, I was the champion of ACC. Okay, so like that's my little claim to fame in Simcade. I mean, you were racing then, weren't you? But you were getting to grips with the game itself, weren't you?
Yeah, it's very different from what I was used to because I mainly raced Gran Turismo. And then when I finally got a good PC, I just decided to, start trying other games. And yeah, ACC was a struggle. It's very sim-like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you have to learn a lot of stuff.
There is zero.
So, for example,
zero.
Go ahead.
Zero arcades. It's straight up sim.
Yeah. So for example, here you don't have to look at tire pressures, tire track temperature and stuff like that, that you have to definitely look at in ACC, otherwise you're going to be very slow.
Correct. I think that's probably why I like it a little bit more, because I have to use my brain.
Are you saying we don't use our brain while playing GT?
No.
That's what you're saying?
No, not at all. But I'm joking. I enjoy the sort of having to think about things.
Yeah. You like the mathematics of the game, let's say.
Oh man, because when you get it right, the sweet spot of the game, it is so satisfying.
Yeah. The problem is the journey you have to do to get it right.
Yeah, it's painful. But I think the game works. It really does.
Yeah.
So you're already
you get rewarded. So, and then you get that satisfaction. Because you got it right.
GT7, the brainiest racing game. I think what I will say about GT7 is it's the most beautiful looking racing game out on the market.
Yeah.
I know you can mod AC, sorry, not ACC, to look as beautiful, but there is nothing like it. There's nothing like the immersion that you get from this game and the realism that you get from this game. I think what it lacks is probably
damage model.
Yeah, damage model definitely.
Yeah.
Some of the tracks are a bit car to track feel, and I think the reason for this is because they've got so many cars that they had to base this off. Like with ACC, you've got like what 20 cars, but they're all Group 3.
Yeah. Yep. More or less, yeah.
Or Group 4, obviously, but there's a couple of cup cars. But I mean, there's not much to code the track, where you have to, with this game, you have to individually code how each car feels to each track.
Yeah.
So I think there's a more complexity in there, and I think that's what does set this game, the bar of this game, so high, because of the level of detail that they've had to go into.
I'm not so sure about the engine sounds though. Some people have said a few things and it's a little bit weird, some cars, but
Have you watched the new film yet? Have you watched the film?
yes, I did.
Did you see in there they did little glimpses of how they did what they did to make the game? Did you see all that? Recording the sounds of each car and everything. So I think they've been pretty legit. But obviously, finding every car, and recording every car, there probably is a limit, isn't there?
I guess.
Because how many cars are in the game at the moment? Sort of, it's quite a lot.
400 and something.
Yeah.
470, 480, maybe. I'm not sure.
And then you take that into consideration that you change one car part could change the whole sound of the car.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's again lots of tweaks. But I know that the unchangeable cars, that makes it a word. The cars that you can't put anything on, restricted cars, your GT3 cars, all your group cars, basically. I think they do sound pretty much spot on.
Mhm.
I would say they do. I mean, if you loaded this game up and then loaded ACC up or AC or whatever, I think it'd be quite comparable.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, the Mercedes AMG's spot on. The Group 3 car.
Yeah, yes, that one, yeah, I think so. But the thing is, then you go and play ACC, and man, I just hear the McLaren, and I'm like, damn, it sounds like a real car.
It sounds like it does mean business, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there. Even the new, was it the Ferrari 296? The 296? The 1.6 litre, the F1 engine, basically, isn't it? That sounds nasty.
Yeah.
I'm really, really struggling. Come on, get off the grass. So what do you guys want to see next season? What's your feeling for next season, V2? What are you looking for?
I think that I'm not looking for anything in particular because I like to keep open-minded, and whatever comes, and it will be a challenge. For example, I enjoyed a lot the season where you did the radicals. That was pretty fun. Yeah. And I guess what I'm hoping for is something that goes more along the lines of that. Like a slower car that everyone can enjoy, but it will also be competitive at the same time because of it. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
So radicals, the crossbow was obviously something that we touched base on, wasn't it? The what about the Caterham? Is the Caterham in this game?
Who?
The Caterham.
Not sure.
It's like a little kit car. You build it yourself.
Not sure. I'm really not sure.
I enjoyed the minis. The minis were like barrels of fun in GT Sport.
Don't remember ever driving one. Okay. This is lap 11. Okay.
Hard tire's looking good. The Capri? It's going through like the fastest part of the track whilst trying to read messages. It's probably not one of my, I can also say best skills in life. You lie down in the cockpit. Oh, okay. I do make a better commentator than a racer commentator or a driver commentator. So if you do want to check that out tomorrow, F1, we are back. And we're at Coulter, the home of Yuki. But it's not, because it's nowhere near from Texas. But
it's lights out and away we go.
So don't forget to join us for that, because that is going to be interesting. I like myself some Coulter.
I'm having trouble with that track.
The first sector?
All of the sectors, actually.
All of it, okay. I mean, the first sector for me has to be the one that stands out as the most troublesome.
It's the first corner that I don't like in that sector.
What, the uphill? Was in the first corner, or the
first corner.
Yeah, the uphill left-hander. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, I'm approaching someone.
What makes it better is tomorrow's race will be before the NFL.
Big slide, big slide.
I'm not bothered about the NFL.
Had a big slide there.
But
Nice drift.
what team are you rooting for, Yuki? Dolphins? Is it the Dolphins just? Or I don't know what the Florida team is out there. Is that NFL Dolphins? Yeah, Miami Dolphins. Of course it is. I'm gonna grind a wall. Oh, thank you for pointing me in the right direction, game.
I think I can do.
Oh, you're the 49ers fan, are you? Oh, okay. Of course you are.
So we are at 16 minutes, right? Left.
16, yes.
Okay.
So you are a 69ers fan, which is San Francisco, but you live and you are from Florida, correct? If you say you're from San Francisco, then I'll let you off. But right. See, this to me just reminds me of somebody that's from London and is like a Man City fan. And then they'll go, oh, but my dad was from Manchester. And then you're like, oh, my granddad. And you're all like, yeah, all right. But it's just because they're the best team in the league. Does that sound about right, Yuki? No stereotypes here, by the way. As you can see, this is why I don't stream GT7. And then the two races that I've streamed in F1, one of them I had really good last week. I really enjoyed Suzuka.
Me too. It was very fun.
Yeah,
especially since I had no practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was very lucky. That race. Very lucky.
I mean, I think I could have probably, if I didn't get stuck with Simi, I think I could have probably capitalised a little bit more.
Where did you finish?
6th? 5th or 6th?
Ah, that's not bad.
No, which is a good return for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just because they're the better team, even though 2019 they were more interesting to me. Is that I love something. I feel like this is going to be the biggest load of rubbish I've ever heard, and you're just a glory seeker. That's all I'm hearing right now is a glory seeker. Unlike you, AJ, I'm actually supportive of my team. I'm from the area of Blackburn, and I support Blackburn, and I live in Norfolk, so I would honestly say that I'm just like what I'm describing. I'm a person that is committed to my football team, and my little lad of 8 years old is absolutely obsessed. He's gone and got the new football shirt, this season's football shirt, with his name on the back and number 47, because he's got a little thing with Phil Foden at the moment, so he's got his hairstyle and everything. The kid's starting to look like him. So yeah. Take that back.
So
Yuki.
I just put a new set of mediums, and there's 13 minutes left. Probably last line.
And then the little boy walks in with a Valencia CF t-shirt on. You know what I'm doing, I'm racing.
Who's first?
Eh?
Who's first?
Who's first? V2, the person who's in chat. The one and only. Ah, and I'm gonna crash because I'm looking at you now, boy. Right, go next door.
So I think these will last 12 minutes, right?
I don't know because I'm gonna hit a wall again. I've got damage.
6 laps would be 2 times 6, so 12 minutes. Oh, I think it's gonna be very nip and tuck.
I mean, I'm not even halfway done on these tires yet.
No, I'm on mediums again. I risked
okay. You risked double medium, did you?
it. Triple medium, actually.
Oh wow. Right, I'm gonna start paying attention now. I feel like you get better from me when I pay attention. That Stevie is a Seahawks fan. Yeah, but he's Scottish. He can be whatever he wants to. Fan he wants to be. He's not from there. Like, I don't even know what American football team I would choose. I mean, I only know that the 49ers, the Dolphins. That's probably about as much as I know, really. Buccaneers, is that a team? I'm melting. Is anybody else really struggling with the heat at the moment? The heat is it's quite unbearable, really.
I am.
I said that Mikey like escaped to Portugal to get better weather, and I feel like we've actually had better weather than it is in Portugal.
Right now, I think, yeah, he lost this one, but it should be better in a couple of days.
Yeah, well, all the high pressure moved up to us from Portugal, would you believe it?
Oh, sorry, just a second.
I'm sideways, but I don't know if I can save
I had
that.
a very tense
Oh, I
moment.
can save that. I saved that. That's a save. So even though San Francisco 49ers from Florida, you had the audacity to mention Messi. Why would I have didn't have the audacity to mention Messi? Why would I have the audacity to mention Messi? You're used to the heat in Florida. Yeah, I see. It's humid there, though, isn't it? It's very humid. Which is here. I don't get bothered. Like, if I go outside now, I'll be perfectly fine. It's just because the way that my house is built, it like retains heat really bad. But then in the winter, it's dead cold. So you just can't win. Plus, I'm sat down right next to my PC. PC's on, PlayStation's on, monitor's on. Like, it's just a lot of heat. And then I'm under pressure to perform for you guys, which I don't feel like I have done. So that brings on the heat as well, doesn't it? There are also 32 teams in the AFL. NFL, if you want to watch the NFL this season, then you need to watch the highlights. No. I just don't get the sport. I don't get it. I don't know if that's just me, but I just don't get. See what happens when you talk to me, Yuki? Yuki, stop talking to me. I'm gonna blue. See you later, V2. Weather's not that bad for Mikey. He was out this afternoon. He forgot. He into a little story. He's just kind of got his like bus pass, which entitles him to free buses. That's probably like I feel like that's karma. Now, in the UK, okay, I do choose to read it. Well, it's viewer talking to my viewers, communicating with my viewers is more important than me racing. Okay, you'll get a better backstory of what's going on if I talk to you. I could choose to ignore you for the whole hour, but I don't think that's very professional. Anyway, so Mikey got his bus pass in the UK, which allows him to travel for free on his buses in the UK, anywhere in the UK. And he messaged me this afternoon with a picture that he was at a bus stop saying, "It's a shame that my bus pass doesn't work here." It's a shame. I feel like I'm going to have to pay for the softs.
What were you on?
Trade secrets. Oh no, sorry, Michael. I'm on hard tyres. I've got like a third left, rear right. It's like kind of low on that rear right. Unless I have 2,000 people watching me at once. Well, you never know. I mean, there could be secret people in the background. So I know, you know, I can see the amount of people that there are watching right now, but you just don't know, do you? Are you trying to say if I get good, people will watch me? That means that maybe we should get like V2 streaming.
I am streaming, just not on your channel.
Oh.
But no one can hear us, by the way. It's just VR POV.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we should get him streaming on Simcade. And then we'll... Yeah, okay, I'm definitely coming in. I've had lots of talks with the walls tonight.
Oh, not sure if that's a penalty. No, it is not. Very weird. Okay. Maybe I didn't go over the line. 5 minutes. Ugh. I'm dying.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever watched my channel on Kick. But you'll see that when I do race, I don't know if Ninja was actually meant to be pitting then, and if he was, I do apologise. Then you'll see that when I do race on dailies or whatever I'm doing, I'm much more professional. And I do actually pay attention to what I'm doing. I'm not saying that I don't hear. I'm gonna have to get out a Ninja's way. Let me just. Yes, Yuki, I've seen that you followed me. Thank you, much appreciated. But I'm a lot more professional, and I actually practice the tracks.
I'm sliding all over.
So who's the chick on the car? I don't know. It's just some random anime picture. Why not?
So it's gonna be 2 more laps?
Yes, I would suspect so. 1 minute 58. Yeah, give or take. Yeah, just.
So 2 more laps. And I almost spun.
Oh, these soft tyre are an absolute dream to drive on. I'm actually catching back up to Ninja.
Until they go.
Yeah, which won't take long. I'm a man of culture, like you. If you want to say that.
Oof.
Me and my daughter started one Monday started watching the One Piece TV series on Netflix.
Is that good?
First episode's okay. Yeah.
Okay. I watch the anime and I read the manga, and I'm not looking forward to that series, but I'll watch it.
I don't think it's that much of an insult.
Okay. Good to know.
I
Because
don't know.
Netflix adaptations are kind of a bit of a hit and miss.
Yes.
I don't even know one that actually hit.
Yeah, sometimes they do go down the route of ruining something that was near to perfect.
Yeah.
But the first episode, I don't think it's that much of a mug off.
Okay.
But then again, I could be completely wrong. You could get completely different, view to me.
I'll have to watch and see, but yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of mixed feedback,
Oh, that's
so
wow.
I'm not sure.
So you've heard good things about the One Piece show. Yuki said good things about it. Yeah, I can't speak for everybody. Can't speak for my daughter wanted to watch episode 2, but we had to go pick my little lad up from school, so we didn't. But she enjoyed it. However, there is a bit in there where somebody gets cut in half, and I ultimately thought that right there that this is not for an 11-year-old.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not like this. There was a lot of blood and guts in it. It wasn't the blood and guts in it. I think it was just the fact that somebody got chopped in half.
Yeah.
But when you get past that, there's no swearing in it. No like major violence. Obviously, it's fighting. It's One Piece, but it's not like I don't know. Like The Walking Dead or something. Where it's like gore. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because Walking Dead had some. It's not exactly violent. Yeah, it is violence. It is violence, but it's just gross most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not that it's like designed for like 18-year-olds or adults. Like, I wouldn't put there's a bad age limit on it. It is just like, as a child, how much do you want to show your child?
Yeah.
It's pretty. It's a gory TV series. I'm off again, look, because I'm talking about TV shows now. I don't know, my daughter watches like Bones. She likes detective stuff.
Those series have like a weird effect on me that I don't follow them and I don't watch them regularly, but if I turn on the TV and it's it's showing an episode, I just stand there watching. I don't know why.
They're absorbing, aren't they? You feel yourself that you can watch it without knowing what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
No, she's obsessed with stuff like that. She's watched the National Treasure TV series as well. That was on Disney Plus. She really enjoyed that. Bones is in Snoop Dogg. No, Bones is in the TV series that David Brenza and what's her face? I could never remember. If you've ever watched New Girl, it's her sister, her older sister, and David Brenza, whatever. He's Angel from Buffy. If that is how you pronounce his last name, I don't care. That's all I know him by. But it's a detective. He's an FBI detective, and she's an anthropologist. That's a big word for a Wednesday at 8:30, isn't it? I'm just going gingerly around these last couple of calls. Everybody's waiting for me. V2, I believe, is the champion now. Is he? Well, if he is, that's not really the best. Like, congrats in the world, is it?
I don't know. I would have to check the math.
Mathematically, he is. Apparently, Yuki's worked out. Mathematically, you are the champion.
Are you sure?
Think so.
What would the point difference be? I'm not so sure about that. Because basically, if I didn't race and there were 16 people next week, then I think maybe it's still possible that there's another champion.
I don't know. I think I've totally binned this championship. I'm not going to lie. I think I've. I started off really strong.
Yeah. I don't,
Let me see if I can find the table
let me see.
from where we were before. If Ninja didn't post so much stuff, it'd be all right.
Calendar 7 steadings. Okay, so I have 52 points and Ninja has 39. So now I get 8. We were 8, right? So that leaves me at 60, and Ninja gets 7. So that leaves him at 46. 46 to 60. That's 14 points. So no, I'm not champion.
So I'm currently in 4th, right? Which I don't know whether this because I've consistently raced every week, but
Yeah.
I seem to have managed to with 29 points. Okay, so I got finished in 8th, 7th, or where did I finish then? 7th?
I wasn't looking.
Was I last, or was I just before last?
I don't think so. I think Craig was behind you.
I don't know. Anyway, so either 7th or 8th, so that's 1 or 2 points, right? Golf is behind me on 27, and then I got Will on 24 and Hip on 22. So that battle there is it's quite intense.
Golf finished, I think, 5th now, so that will give him 3 points. So it's 30. If you get 1, you get 30 as well. If you get 2, it's 31. Will, I think, was 4th? Not sure. So that's 4 points. That's 28. I don't know about Hip. I don't know where he finished.
Oh, I was dead last. I was dead last.
Okay, so that's 1 point for you then. Which means 30.
We are a very friendly group of people. The community, like you say, you are already in the community, but do definitely check out some racing. We have some of the fastest guys in the world. When you were doing the GT3, just quickly, the Nissan GTR, where did you get in the world on that again?
At first 205th position, but now I'm down to 230th, maybe 229th, something like that.
Now, just to put this into context, I will just quickly put this into context for you. I will just check on how many people have completed this challenge so far. So there has been a grand total of... Doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me how many people have competed in it. Anyway, so I'm currently in the top 5%. Comparison to the top cars, 5.07%. With a 132.3. I'm bronze at the moment.
I have a 128.8, and I'm plus. I'm top 1.12%. 1.12.
There you go. I'm 111,509.
Currently, my position is 232.
There you go. So that I think that just shows the level of difference that there is between myself and V2, and it is leaps and bounds. But again, it's all down to the time, effort, and practice that you put into the game and the dedication. And this man in Discord with me is very dedicated, so definitely come and join us. Anyway,
yeah, I should touch some grass.
Thank you very, very much for watching us, guys. Don't forget tomorrow's F1 starts at 7:15. We're hitting quarter, so that will be very interesting. Hopefully we get some commentary. If not, it'll be POV of me again, but hopefully commentary. I'm praying for commentary. Wow, V2 is V12. I mean, if he has a V12 engine strapped to his backside every race he does, then yeah, man, the guy is rapid.
That's one way of going faster.
Yeah, but definitely come and join us. If you haven't already, like, follow, hit the Discord, hit the website, everything that you need to know is on there. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 7. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.